Hey, this is Charles with IGN, here to show off an action sequence from Duke Nukem Forever. I'm here with Arthur Geese.
Please do something, Charles.
So this is about, what, 45 minutes into the game? Half an hour into the game? Somewhere around there?
It could be 450 minutes.
Yeah, and there was a little bit of a shooting sequence so far, but so far I haven't really done a lot of killing, which is kind of weird. And for some reason I got shrunk down, and now I'm riding in a car.
Are those aliens stealing the babes?
Yes. That is why Duke is so angry in this game, because they're taking his women's.
So it's not because this game is bad?
No, although so far the game is really bad. I mean,
I appreciate your candor, Charles.
Yeah, I have not been enjoying this game at all through the opening sections.
It is
I just go backwards?
Piece of...
It's not broken, it's just like, I don't understand why I'm really doing this. Like, I don't see the point in this. Also,
because
I mean...
you're paid to, Charles, that's why you're doing this.
No. I mean, this in the game is just that, I mean, I'm in a car, I can boost for some reason.
Because you can't be in a car without boost, bro.
Yeah, and I'm just going around this area that isn't really very clearly defined, and going over rises in the carpets.
That is a very conveniently placed rise in the carpet.
Yeah, and going over jumps, and it's like, why am I not shooting people? That's it. And I mean, you know, maybe I'm looking at it from the wrong perspective. Maybe that's not what Duke is about. Maybe Duke is about being shrunk down and being put in.
To be fair,
RC
when I
cars.
think of Duke Nukem, I think of driving sequences.
Yeah, so this, when I first played it, I died about a bazillion times, so I didn't understand that I had to do what I'm doing right now.
That's
which is fortunate for everyone watching, because it makes it a lot less frustrating.
Also, I'm hungry.
Yeah. All right, let's see if I can actually pull this off and get there. Oh, I made it.
Did you just rocket off that statue's cans?
Yes, and now I will go through here and do more carpet jumps, because there haven't been enough already. I should just keep doing this, because it's so much fun.
I think this might be the greatest video commentary we've ever done.
Parenthetical, this is not fun.
Nor does it look good. Man, this game looks terrible.
Yeah, it's really not the best looking game. Oh, let's see if I can get around here.
This may be the most highly anticipated piece of crap in the history of video games.
I mean, in parts like this, you can. I don't understand why this stayed in the game. It's just, I don't know. It's just not enjoyable.
I think that should be the strap on your review, Charles.
And I mean, this isn't a game that's really trying to do anything that, you know, complicated with like character or plot or anything like that. It's just, it's all about entertainment value.
It is boldly pushing the boundaries of my patience.
Here we go. Oh, that I will blame myself for that. That was my fault.
Oh,
oh God, I'm getting shot at. This is bad. Please get off the wall, Duke. Please get off the wall. Okay. There we go. And if I...
It's a very nonchalant alien.
Yeah, he's just kind of hanging out a little bit.
I'll shoot. He's gone.
If I remember correctly, I'm going to be coming up on a...
Looks like you stumbled into Rapture.
Yes. If only. There should be a platforming sequence coming up, which again, like what I'm doing right now, I don't really understand why it's in the game, or why I'm still taking jumps off of things. Like, why was this sequence this long? Oh, and now it's transitioning into a loading screen, which is fairly frequent in the game. There's a lot of loading. This is on Xbox 360. The loading is really extensive, so you basically have to sit here for about a minute and wait for the next area to come up.
It's cool, bro. We heard you like tips. So we got you some tips for your load screens.
So, I mean, you can look at the tips, you can look at the static
picture.
Take less damage
to avoid being killed, Charles. Well, we could have used that about half an hour ago.
To be fair, the static picture does have rotating lights on it and blurs occasionally.
So it could give you a seizure, and that might get you out of playing this game.
So it is slightly animated. If you'll notice, I'm still waiting for the level to load. And still getting tips, and yeah. Oh, hey, there we go. And button prompt, and I think this should lead into the platforming puzzle right over, yeah, or nope. I'm going to go through
just express excitement at a platforming puzzle in a first-person shooter?
Well, it would certainly at least change the pace up from what I'm doing right now, which I'm not really sure why. Okay, here we go. So I duck on. Oh.
That's not ducking.
No, I'm failing right now. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so this is a platforming puzzle that I need to get up here so that I can go over to that thing and press the button to open the door for the car that I really shouldn't be driving in the first place. So I'm going to do that.
Next time you ask me to do something,
Oh my God.
Charles, next time you ask me to do something, I'm going to say no.
Oh my God, please go up there. There we go. So, I mean, it probably looks like I'm terrible at controlling this, but, and perhaps I am. That may be a legitimate criticism of my own playstyle, but also that
You're the worst guy at kicking yourself in the balls I've ever met, Charles.
This also, I mean, the control isn't particularly responsive here. It's kind of a little laggy when I'm sort of turning to aim with the thumbsticks, and hopefully I can make it to this couch. There we go.
Man, that's a bouncy couch.
Yeah, the couches and the chairs are very bouncy, and I've made it over here with minimal frustration so that I can get back in my car and drive around again for some reason.
For maximal frustration.
Yep. So I'm going to keep doing this. There
More
is
sweet jumps.
Yep, sweet jumps. And at some point in the game, there is shooting. There is actually quite a bit of shooting. And the shooting parts are okay. You get, fairly standard weapons early on, like rocket launchers, shotguns, machine guns, that kind of thing. And you fight against huge bosses that can usually be taken down just by circle strafing.
True to its heritage.
And shooting a lot, which is exactly what Duke Nukem is. So I mean that itself is not surprising. What's surprising is this kind of stuff, and as I'm talking, I've sort of lost my concentration. Now I don't even really know what I'm supposed to be doing. I am getting attacked by random dudes that are running around. I'm pretty sure there's oh, that's actually what I'm supposed to do right there. There's a ramp. Another ramp. Oh, destructible environments. What's up, Battlefield? And I'll just pop off of this thing, and there we go. I think I'm almost off of this.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, and so.
Oh geez.
Humor value.
Oh, you hit him in the chin. Okay. Wow, that's great.
All right, now I'm stuck on him.
Priceless.
This will continue for, like most things in this game, way longer than it has to. They're apparently all just charging down from those rocks.
I mean, do you feel at this point like this game goes on way longer than it has to?
Oh, there, I'm finally off of the thing. Yeah, it's just this intro section really isn't very good. Now, I mean, I haven't played the whole game yet, so I don't have impressions of the whole game. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe the weapons will get a lot more exciting. Maybe the combat scenarios will be, filled with more interesting enemies and, make it as exciting as something like Serious Sam.
And maybe my hair will come back.
Yeah. So that was another platforming sequence, and I'm opening the gate, and I believe after an extended cutscene here, I'm actually returned to proper form. If I can actually get up there, yes. Full size. I win. So yeah, you'll notice I'm flipping between two weapons here. This is you can only ever hold two weapons in the game. You have a melee attack with whatever weapon you're holding. That's not just with the pistol. So you do have to make decisions about what gun you actually want to carry with you into a fight. And my ego meter up in the top left there, that will recharge over time. I probably should have picked that up initially. But yeah, it's a regenerating health meter, so it just comes back if I manage to take cover somewhere, or if I do a Duke-like action, which includes when enemies spawn in, if I can, well, these guys have jetpacks.
And teleport, that's hardly fair.
I should probably just use the shotgun. I don't know what that guy was doing. But if I can knock down his health enough, sometimes they'll be stunned, they'll sort of fall over on the ground, and you can like kick them in the face or punch them in the face or something like that. And
which is pretty irreverent.
It is.
I'll be honest.
But yeah, if you do that, that's considered a Duke-like action, and will bring your health back to full instantly, basically.
I mean, isn't everything in this game a Duke-like action, like shooting a dude in the face?
Well, I mean, I guess technically anything Duke does is a Duke-like action.
So I assume that right here the point is that you're trying to keep these things from stealing the wholesome twins?
Yes. Oh, here we go. So, pop. I just got my health back.
And kicking him in the face actually is a pretty Duke-like action. That was like the default melee attack in Duke Nukem 3D, if I remember correctly.
Oh, now I have dismelee. And then I can turn on, although it's completely unnecessary here. Oop, Duke-like action, full health bar. So I can turn on Duke Vision.
Oh god, turn it off.
Which is basically night vision. I wanted to turn it on to show it there. It's useless in this area. But there's a section before this where you have to go through, again, another overlong sequence where it introduces you to that mechanic. And then I can pick up beers and things like that. And again, what was that guy doing? Also, destructible environments. Oh my god. Oh, I'm still getting attacked by jetpack guys. So, I mean, the scale of combat definitely expands. Like, the further you get into the game, the enemies get larger. There's more of them that...
I like that that's the way the scale of combat expands as the enemies get bigger.
Yeah, I mean, the encounters never... And again, I'm not all the way through the game, but so far the encounters don't really get any more complicated than what you're seeing here, which is basically just take cover behind stuff and shoot it when your health comes back, which again is exactly sort of what's expected. It's just disappointing that there's all these sort of elements meant to do, I'm not entirely sure what, into the game.
Make us sad?
Yeah, and I mean, it doesn't look very good, it doesn't sound very good, it's kind of funny, I guess, like some of his quotes, but they
laughing with him, or is it haha laughing at him?
But they recycle. Well, I mean, some of them actually made me laugh. Like some of the things Duke says made me laugh, but they recycle them pretty frequently. So I mean, within an hour, you're gonna hear repeats.
This is like watching the Country Bear Jamboree make out.
And they took him. Now I'm so angry. Anyway, so it'll continue on like that. You know, I haven't reviewed the game just because I haven't played the whole thing yet. These are just my initial impressions based on the first couple hours of play, essentially. The game does get a little bit more enjoyable beyond this point, but the introduction is just really not done very well at all. And that sequence you just saw was the most fun part of the game at this point. There's still multiplayer as well, so I'll be getting into that. And once that happens, you'll find a review on IGN.com.
I hate you, Charles.
I hate you too, Arthur.